after Keleto come out, come tell us, the opposition coalition, ADC, that party, say na Atiku agenda be that. How did he tell us? After meeting Atiku Abubakar, he came out on national TV to tell us that he can only support a northern candidate for president 2027. They come they give us plenty analysis wey our head no fit carry. Now so we take no say that ADC they don't fashion and design and give for Atiku. After he can't give us that revelation, plenty people are now talking. Because when ADC, when the opposition coalition came up with the party ADC, that is where they want to, put Nigerians together so that they can vote, our vote will count, and then we'll wrestle power from Tinubu. We won't buy all of us before 2027. Nigerians were happy about the ADC. But as Atiku name now, don't they go around the ADC say, hey, Ibila say Atiku get hey, not be even Ibila say. Now Atiku get my connect to Kokoda already make a claim, explain, he don't explain and give us. People now don't they advise the Atiku. Say, Oga, do not cut short the joy of Nigerians. Because right now, if you think you go become president with ADC, Awashi, your ambition can only take us to Tinubu 2031. Part of those people when they talk, I'm now one man where they always they talk the truth. In fact, I chose to call him a prophet. Everything that happened in the last election, the guy prophesied him. As a result, he come out, he prophesied him, and he come out like that. This one a deep-rooted political analyst. He they analyze well. He don't analyze them again. Now they tell Atiku say, Oga, bomb me. Throw your weight behind Obi. Be an elder statesman. Obi has agreed to 4 years term. Abi, he wants to position the country the way he could go. Make we know say this country is supposed to work. Now why you say, I don't even need 8 years or 20. 4 years is enough for me to position this country the direction it should go. I want to Obi talk. Since Obi has agreed to that, you now throw your weight behind them. Probably when Obi finish, when they come back or not, if you are still healthy, you go carry him. Then follow the footsteps where Obi don't lay. If you are a wise man. But I think you no go here. I won't carry you now go. Make you hear what this man talk. Very clean analysis. Sweet. Watch him when we come back. We'll just talk for like 1 minute and I will end this video. I'm going to watch.
So I want to put that the ADC, if they are serious about taking power from the president, must. If this story is, I don't know how true this story is, but this is something for them to pick up and read. And this, for me, what you see on the front page of the pilot, somehow is in sync with public perception, public opinion, and the expectation from this party, particularly as it concerns zoning of the presidency. Now, as for Obi as a candidate, Obi again has thrust himself ahead of others, going to the 2027 race by his principal stance on a number of issues. You see, I've had reasons on this program to criticize Obi severally for not being very clear on alternatives he's offering to the incumbent administration. But this last interview over the weekend, which in my consideration was one of his best ever, has lightened up the mood in this country, has sort of restored some level of hope, because in that interview, he was able to go a notch higher in providing some level of philosophical clarity as to how and when, how he intends to tackle Nigeria's myriad of existential problems. Apart from addressing the basic issues of integrity, character, in governance, and frugal management of resources, there was something remarkable about his interview on 2 fronts. He stand on the removal of petroleum subsidy, which have insisted that if anybody wants to challenge Tinubu, you must come with a clear-cut alternative to what he has done. For the first time, I think Obi too, like I've always said, that 2 years enough for both those in power and those in the opposition to have taken time to reflect on the effect of subsidy removal and come up with a change of position. He seems to have adopted that because for the first time,
he must have been listening to you.
Well, I hope he's listening to those for Nigerians and feeling the mood and be sensitive to it. For the first time, Obi said he would first tackle the corruption associated with subsidy to ascertain what exactly Nigeria is paying for in subsidy before taking the next step. This is like a strong shift from his orthodoxy, or the position of orthodoxy of it has to go because something in itself is bad. I was pleasantly surprised, and it's a welcome development because we need alternatives in the polity. I'm speaking about this morning because it's an alternative is offered now.
Yes.
So look, why not look at the corruption, and then going forward, let us now know what is it that we are really paying for, and probably if it does not hurt the system, then we can continue. Something like that. I expect him in the coming days to also sharpen this, direction he's taking now, sharpen it, and make it to a policy statement. Now, there's something remarkable you also talked about. Borrowing. That is going to borrow, but to invest in businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, you should have, definitely I would have been excited. I've always said that government has to do business. And that if government must borrow, it has to be to do business. And when they asked him, what kind of business will he invest in, he said agricultural production across the value chains. Because he believes that agriculture will yield for Nigeria much more than oil is doing. So it means he himself is considering the fact that government must have a role to play in the means of production. These are the kind of alternatives we want to see. So we can have decent conversations here going forward. And let me tell you, what this man has done is going to put pressure on the incumbent administration to also look at their own policy, their own stand, and begin to adjust accordingly. And that is the beauty of democracy. So at the end of the day, we have qualitative discourse in the polity. It begins to yield results for the people. That's what democracy is all about.
Absolutely.
And so he has risen up to the challenge of being the true voice of opposition. When you look at the ADC and the structures as currently constituted, it's uninspiring. You could as well go to sleep and say, let them slug it out by themselves, and whoever defeats the other, so be it. But something changed when Obi stepped into that hall that day and identified with the coalition. The support the coalition is getting today, which is actually substantial, I must tell you this, surprisingly. I didn't give this coalition a chance. But I can tell that from the feelers we're getting on the ground, a lot of people are now gravitating towards the coalition. And are waiting with bated breath to see what they will come up with in the next.
When you say people, who are we referring to?
Nigerians, who have been yearning for an alternative to what they have currently. There was this fear that Nigeria was lying to a one-party state because of the demands of the PDP and the disarray in the Labour Party. So this is like a halt to that slide, and Nigerians have welcomed it. But I'm saying Nigerians have welcomed this coalition or the ADC because of the presence of Mr. Peter Obi there. Somebody they consider as different. And somebody whose conduct really is a bit different from the norm, really. I mean, let's give it to him. Now, I would expect that this party will leverage on that and take advantage of that to dig into the plow of people power, to harvest people power on their side. Because what a political party needs in opposition is people power. With people power, it will defy all forms of electoral subterfuge instigated by the incumbents. Because the people themselves that are going to send to do this are with the opposition because of the vast, armory of people power. So I'm expecting them to utilize the golden ball of opposition of some sort. The same way, the same coalition makes of President Muhammadu Buhari to come to power.
You hear him? He says everything clear like Clara's Peters. Obi has made his stand clear. Even made throw clarity on some of the things where you don't talk, where people know the hear. This man talks, and now Obi talks, he could remove the corruption in. So Obi don't talk since maybe here. I will not blame you for that. He said, I will first of all know the problem with oil subsidy. I will find out the corruption there first. Blot it out and then know whether we'll continue or not. Because then with the corruption not there. Subsidy is not bad, it's not a demon. This government have ended up demonizing subsidy. Subsidy with other people they collect for their country. A country like US, they even give subsidy on food. Food, eh? Yeah, it can't be us we get crude oil. We cannot even have subsidy on our own crude oil and enjoy it, waiting God use bless us. We they buy it for 1,000 something, 900 or something. No, you don't make sense. Obi don't talk this thing since from the one. We will find out what the problem is with subsidy and deal with it. And a host of other issues we don't talk about. Borrowing is not bad. Borrow for production. Obi don't talk about from consumption to production. He don't talk about. But this government, instead of them made them borrow from waiting Obi they talk, they implement their own to chop money. Eat money and go. But this time around, ADC better adopt Peter Obi. If not, Atiku they go. We will still support to be in Labour Party or any other party. Whatever happens, if Tinubu continues, no problem. All of us there inside 2031. If Obi win, thank glory be to God, we will rejoice. But Atiku, you can never win. Can't you read the times? I'll be the handwriting on the wall. Support Obi if you still get life inside of you after 2031, and you can enter. See, your lifetime ambition is in your hands now. That thing we want actually, it's in your hand now. Now for you now to make it come to pass. But I don't know who they advise you. Anyways, now wait, you know, hear what the man talk. Obi, now we know. ADC finally me do otherwise. It concern on. I go see on a letter beg.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.